It's self-recorded and self-engineered, which means I mixed and mastered everything on the EP. So I recorded myself and I mixed it and I mastered it.
A multitasking king.
Hey, but also the most wonderful music that I written to date. I felt like I was talking for ages. I was watching a meme and the first comment I saw was like, somebody was just writing, yo, someone bring bullying back.
You are from Ghana and you're also German.
Yes.
How close to your German heritage are you before I say something that could potentially be offensive?
Well, you wanna... That's interesting now, because if you have something to tell me in German, I would love for you just to tell me.
Okay. I don't have anything to say in German.
Okay.
But because of what I do for work, I spend a lot of time in Germany.
Oh, really?
And every time I come back, I always have a terrible story. That's why I want to know. That's why I want to know how close you are to that side of your heritage. You know?
Very close. I grew up most of my life in Germany, honestly. Like,
so you went German, like...
I'm cultured. Like, German. I'm more German than I am Ghanaian, in a way. Well, obviously, you know, but as in, like, I grew up in that country, so... Yeah, that's home to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Now, my question is, you go into Germany a lot. What's your favorite food? Like, there's a... Oh, my God.
Sorry, okay. So what's my favorite food in Germany?
Yeah. You don't have any, right?
No,
Fair enough, honestly. That's I could tell from your reaction, which is fine. But the only reason I'm asking is because if you go to Germany and you spend a good time there and you haven't tried doner kebab, then you haven't really enjoyed any like local cuisines, because that is like my favorite food of all time is a doner from Berlin. And I don't know if you ever had one in Berlin.
Okay.
Have you been to Berlin before?
I've been once. Okay. Yes, but it was for work. It's crazy. I've been to so many different places in Germany. So I usually always go to Stuttgart.
Stuttgart, okay.
So I've been there. I've been to Munich. I've been to a place called Mainz. Is that
Mainz? Yeah.
I've been to Cologne as well.
Yes.
And there's 2 more places missing. But
wow, you traveled. You fairly traveled.
So a lot of the work I do is in the automotive industry.
Oh, really?
So
okay,
it makes sense why I would go to those places.
Let me guess the brand.
You want to guess the brand?
Is it for a car brand? Like you work for a car?
So I work with a startup that works with a lot of OEMs.
Got you.
Yeah, with a lot of car brands.
Cool.
That's why. But so in Stuttgart, I've been like 6 times already, I think, within the space of 2 years. And there's one specific restaurant that we really liked. Also, I realized that obviously different regions have different cuisine and stuff like that. Anyways, I don't want to get too much into that. My point is, Germany, very interesting country.
How so?
Just a lot happening all the time. People are also very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you say there's a lot happening, are you talking about like... By the way, can we swear?
Yeah.
Because I was about to say shit.
That's fine.
Okay. So is there shit like on the streets that you're referring to? Like there's stuff happening, like you just exploring or like being on your way, commuting?
Yeah, so Berlin is a whole other...
Yeah.
Walking around the streets is a very unique experience. I would compare it to
Absolutely.
like Market Street here, but like on steroids.
That is crazy. But 100% I can relate with what you're talking about, because Berlin is a different breed in terms of like freaks on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that, to be honest. That makes it interesting.
Yeah.
I love that. It has character.
There's always some, exciting thing going on. Just you minding your business, going to wherever you need to go, and then this happens.
Yeah.
Whatever this is.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool.
So you grew up in Germany.
Yes.
I guess German's your first language then.
Yes, my mother tongue, honestly. Grew up speaking. Nowadays, whenever I come to Germany, people that know me be like, how come you're losing the ability to speak German, you know,
Yeah.
just because I moved out of Germany like in 2014.
Okay.
But I'm always there. Like every year, I'm like there a couple of times, either for work or I'm just out there. But yeah, mother tongue, and well, grew up also speaking English here and there with my father and my sister. So yeah, Germany is a great place though in terms of like music wise and how I grew up, you know, because I was also a dancer before I got into music. And yeah, man, whenever I think of Germany or great experiences that I had in the country, it always related to like hip hop or breakdancing and whatnot. Yeah.
What makes you... Okay, I have so many questions. Okay, so number one question. So you
Okay.
moved here from 2014.
Yeah.
Why Manchester?
Well, honestly, it's because of my big sister. She studied here at MMU. So the first time I actually was able to come to Manchester was like in 2001, because she's like 10 years older, you see. So I came here with my mother, we visited her, and it was a great experience. And I was like, damn, I want to come back every school vacation or whenever I'm like not in school. And I actually been doing that since I was a child. So whenever I was at school, I just come here all the time. And then I finished school at some point. I was like, well, I don't know what to do now. And my sister was like, well, come, move into my house. You can sleep on my couch, figure out your ways here in the UK. So I just moved over.
That's so interesting. And you like Manchester?
Yeah, I love Manchester. Come on.
Okay.
0161.
Oh, all right.
You gotta always, honestly, I feel like I'm representing Manchester at this point, only because I started my artist journey here.
Yeah.
Like making music, like first, like really like writing my first song, my first verses. I started all here in Manchester around that time, 2015, 2014, you know. So yeah, Manchester has a very special place in my heart, because if it wasn't for Manchester, like everything that you've been seeing like on social media or whatnot would have never came through, you know, fruition, like reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you close with your Ghanaian heritage as well? Like culturally, did you grow up close to that at all?
Yeah, as much as I could, to be fair. My parents divorced when I was very young, you see. I was maybe like 5 or 6 years old, so I grew up with my mother as well. So I used to see my father only like on certain weekends. And yeah, I wish I never made it to Ghana at this point as well, you know, which I want to actually change. But yeah, I'm more in tune and more connected to my German heritage.
Yeah.
You know, not just because I halfly grew up in Germany, but also just because, well,
yeah, that's where you were raised.
I grew. Yeah, we were raised like that. You know,
I get that.
Yeah.
So I am Angolan. My parents were born there. I was born in Angola as well, and then we moved to Portugal. So I actually spent majority of my life there in Portugal, but different because obviously both my parents were Angolan, and so it was really weird actually, because I felt like when I was inside of my house we were Angolan, but when I was like outside of the house I was in Portugal, if that makes sense, right? I don't know, just being part of like a multicultural like background or people from different places has always been part of my life. And then when I moved here for university, it was completely different because I was exposed to a lot of people that I didn't like see when I was growing up, like Muslims, for example. I didn't know anything about it.
Right.
I didn't know anything about the religion. I don't even remember meeting anyone that was like Southeast Asian up until I moved here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to Portugal a couple of times, and I also haven't seen a big Muslim community there or anyone that is Muslim, because actually I was born Muslim. Like my father's Muslim, you know. And also regarding Angolians and whatnot. Angolans, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
You know, I should be really sorry. You know why? Because my sister's half Angolan.
Really?
Yeah. We have different fathers, you see.
Does she speak Portuguese?
No. But she speaks German.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has she been there?
To Angola? No. To be fair, I don't know actually if she has. Because she's been to Africa plenty more times than I have, because her kids are half Zimbabwean. Yeah.
All the mixtures here.
I know, man.
You know what I'm manifesting for you?
Tell me.
You're gonna go to Africa, perform, and that's how it's gonna happen.
That's
and then
sick.
you're gonna go on a mini tour. That's what I see for you.
I performed in Africa before.
Can I be honest?
And I went on the mini tour as well, actually.
I love that for you.
Thank you very much. But still, I really appreciate the well wishes, and I hope I can do that again, because that was in 2017. You know, that's like years ago.
So in your Spotify bio, actually, you have written down that you have performed in more than 20 countries. You don't have. I'm not gonna ask you to name all the 20.
Yeah.
But for some of the videos that I could find, I saw the one in Dubai. I saw Russia, Qatar. I saw Seoul as well, Slovakia.
Yeah.
And there was one missing. I forgot what the other one. Those were the videos that I could find, but I didn't know that you've also performed in Africa. Whereabouts?
Yeah, Tanzania and Kenya. Yeah, I was out there with Elevate Young Minds, which is like a charity. Well, one of my boys, he has the charity, and he does a lot for young people, like as it says, Elevate Young Minds and whatnot. So we were just as fortunate to go to Africa and you know, teach around high schools, you know, perform, network. He also is very active within the UN, because he's very politically inclined. So yeah, he basically had the opportunity and was like, yo, Maxi, come jump on this. So we not just been out there performing, but we also taught like hip-hop based workshops at high schools, such as breakdancing, songwriting and all that. So yeah,
that's amazing.
it was a great experience, honestly, and that was literally my first time going to Africa. It was a great experience, and people are so nice, so kind.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember walking into this big, what is that, like a sports hall, you know, like a school sports hall, and it was just full of kids, and they obviously knew that we were coming through. So I'm walking into that place, and the whole, like, just like 200 or 300 kids just shouting and cheering just by seeing me, you know. And I was like, damn, this was literally like the best feeling in the world, you know. Yeah, it was such a lovely time, honestly.
2017, it's time to bring it back.
Yeah.
We haven't started officially yet. I have to introduce you. Right.
Let's get it.
What's up, B? Welcome to another episode of the Pyjamas Club, a podcast where we talk about everything, nothing, and all the things in between. This week's guest, I had to write this down because there were too many things for me to remember. And my memory, honestly, my memory is not the best. We all know that. You don't know that, but now you do.
I mean, I know.
And also you had too many things going on. You have done a lot, honestly. And I can't believe you've been in Manchester for all this long, and this is the first time that we've met. Scrap that. I do believe it because I don't leave my house. So,
when did you come here?
To Manchester?
Yeah. You said you came for uni, right?
Yeah. I came for university. I was debating where to move after.
Okay.
And it was between here and London. I went to London, tried to live there for a while. It was too much. I didn't really like it. Don't cancel me. And I just moved here instead.
Hey, I think that's a popular opinion, honestly.
I know, yeah.
Especially if you're speaking of experience. Come on, like, London is unforgiving. Like, it literally is.
I don't really... Honestly, I think at the time where I was deciding where to move, I don't think I was in the mindset to be in London. Like, if I had to move to London tomorrow, it would be fine. But at the time where I was...
Oh, you think so?
where to go, yeah, it would be fine. I'll be fine. Yeah.
You must got it like this then, man. Because it's a very expensive place.
It is expensive, but I'm talking more about... I've just changed a lot since I moved here. And I think when you make things happen for yourself, you just gain a level of confidence. Where I just personally think if I was to move there, I know that costs are more expensive, whatever. Right. I'll just find a way. I'll make it happen. It's not even about the money that put me off London, even though crazy. It's more just the way the city operates. I just didn't like it. It's very fast, very rushed. And just mentally, I wasn't in a place where I would be happy there, honestly. But now I wouldn't really care. Anyways, the introduction.
Just really quickly before that,
Yeah.
I shouldn't interrupt you, but I'm just curious now, since you've been speaking about your experience back then and now, knowing what you know now today, like let's say you would move to London, what would you do differently than, you know, back then when you were actually living in London?
Okay, so when I was trying to make London happen, I wasn't in a mindset to invest in getting to know people. I was very like work focused, just thinking that I don't need anyone for anything. All I need is to make sure that I know how to do my job and that I can put all of my time into that. And if you operate like this in a city like London, like there's really big chances of you being super lonely and just not being happy in general. Also, I grew up with a really big family. So having that, not having that at all, and then randomly moving to a place where I don't know anyone, it would have been very damaging, you know? So that's the number one thing. And then number two is, because I was so focused on one thing, I wouldn't have been open to opportunities. And now I realize that for you to be able to grab an opportunity, you need to be able to want to see it. And at the time I was really close.
Absolutely.
Even if it was in front of me, I wouldn't have seen it. And now I feel like I create opportunities out of nothing. That's why I feel like if I was to move to London, I'll be fine.
No, I agree actually. First and foremost, I appreciate you sharing this, you know, because the last thing that you just said reminds me of this analogy of like, you know, if I was to ask you now, how many red cars did you see today on the way to the studio? You might say,
I'll probably say none.
Yeah, but when you leave, you might actively are looking for red cars, you know? And that's basically the same way as in like, okay, if you move to a place, you know how they say life is what you make it?
Yeah.
And it's literally that.
What you make it. Sorry, carry on.
Really? Who's that?
It's a Disney thing, isn't it?
All right.
What is it?
I'm checking out then. Right.
Are you not a Disney fan? I'm sorry, that made my childhood.
I mean, you asked me if I was a fan. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily the biggest fan. I do appreciate Disney. I went to Disneyland earlier this year.
In Paris?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, but I only stayed there for like an hour or so. Or hour and a half.
Okay,
Maybe
pause.
2.
I need to do this introduction and then we're going to go into that.
It's all good.
Okay. I don't even know where I was. Right, our guest. Too many things. I had to write it down. So, this week's guest, too many things going on. So, we have a rapper in the building. Every time we have a rapper, I always try to throw some sort of bars. But like now I can't do it because we've been talking about all of the things and the things that I've memorized are gone. So forget about it. You have a clip about your Dubai performance on YouTube. It's a short video. What is the song? It's something about people ask me.
What's it like to me?
Yeah. And I was going to start with that, but you derailed my brain completely.
Wow.
And now it's gone. But anyways, back to the intro. So we have a rapper in the building. And he's an artist, okay, a dancer. You taught yourself how to engineer and create music, which is also very cool. You opened up for a lot of cool people, but I'm going to let you talk about that. He performed in over 20 countries, more than 20 countries. Some of them Dubai, Qatar, Seoul, Slovakia, Russia, obviously the UK. You also have loads of partnerships, I guess, listed with some like fashion brands. You have done so much, but first of all, let's clap for Maxi Zee.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Bop, 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 bop. How are you feeling?
That's you stealing my Spotify bio right there.
No.
Isn't it?
I rewrote this. Okay. Your Spotify bio. If you want me to rewrite it you,
Oh,
I can offer my services. I just don't work for free. But
I might just go to ChatGPT in that case, you know. In this economy that we're living in.
In this economy, that's true. This economy is not forgiven. How are you feeling?
I feel alright, you know. I feel great. I had a trim this morning. I feel less of a bum.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a good week to be alive. There's a lot happening. Especially this week. It's a really big week for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Mondays are always, I like to say that I like to start my week Sunday instead of starting it Monday. So yeah, Mondays are always a bit rushed, but life's
For me,
good.
every day is a Monday. And every day is a Saturday to me as well.
Okay.
Just cause.
Big party, man.
No, I'm able to wake up and decide what I'll do today.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
If I don't want today to be a Monday, then maybe today is a Friday for me.
Yeah, I get that.
If that makes sense, anyway.
It does make sense. Same for me. You said that this is a big week for you. Why is that?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, Friday I'm finally dropping my EP. Like,
Mazza.
that thing is yes, that thing is coming out, which I'm so hyped about and just so grateful. I was meant to drop that thing like last year, and I just physically couldn't. I was going through like a really bad time, and even though I scheduled it to drop last year, I was like, yo, let me cancel that. I need, self-care, focus on healing, focus on my health. So that it's now coming out a year later, better later than never,
Better later than never.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. I saw that also on your
Thank
Spotify.
you. What? Me talking about?
No, wait, not on
EP?
Spotify. On the link that you have that has all of the other, like, when you go on your Instagram. Yeah. So I'm really excited to listen to that.
Are you coming to the EP release party?
When is it?
It's
Is it Friday?
This Thursday.
Oh yeah, you sent me the tickets.
So I better see you there.
I don't know if I'm gonna be here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no pressure. Fair enough.
But yeah, you sent me the
Yeah.
I want to go though, but I don't know if I'm gonna be here. I found out tomorrow.
Well, if you are, I'd be very happy to have you there. Honestly,
I would love to be there. Yeah, I'm gonna listen.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, I'm just excited to actually dive into this EP. With people around me.
Yeah.
Like, break down the songs, perform some here and there, press play on some others, and just like hug and shake hands. Like, it's a week of celebration to me.
I really want to be there. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, you have the ticket anyway, so.
I haven't bought the ticket yet.
Oh right. Well, it's free anyway.
Oh, okay, I thought
it's almost
sold out.
It's sold out in the way of like capacity, because it's a very cozy venue, and even though we're only supposed to have like 50 or 60 people capacity, I already moved like 105 tickets.
Okay, stop. Pause. That's not safe. First and foremost.
But
what do you mean?
It's a free ticket.
Yeah,
and
but if the capacity of the space is something.
Listen, the thing is, I know what you're saying, and I had the same exact thought until I was speaking to my friends Esty and Mowgli, who run Raise the Bar. Like, they got events, organizers. They've been doing stuff in Manchester for the past 2 years consistently, and they were just like, well, you have to get at least twice the amount of tickets, so like moved, like people sign up for it, RSVP for it, than the actual capacity, because they're free tickets. It's free tickets, and people, that's a drop off, like that's what they're saying anyway.
I see what you mean.
And I was like, well, if that's the case, I'm just gonna go ham and just be like, because I've been shouting about it on my stories, and I was just like, yo, grab a ticket here, grab a ticket there, you want to bring someone, it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I go and let me finish. If I go and there's literally people touching both sides of my shoulders the whole time, me and you are gonna have a problem. I'm gonna be happy for you, because it means that loads of people are there, but me and you are also gonna have a problem.
Well, you coming. Actually.
I said I would tell you tomorrow.
Nah, you have a very valid point, and believe me or not, I actually brought that also up to my team, my people. I was just like, just try to move around 80 to 100 tickets.
Okay.
And actually, I was speaking to the venue. They said, I think the maximum is like 70 to 80 people in the room. You know, like if there was no chairs and tables around. So we're actually going to get rid of the chairs and tables in that venue. So shout out to Rainy Heart, by the way.
Shout out
That's
to you.
the venue
Okay.
that was so fortunate to host me.
I'm super excited for this. So can you tell me a little bit more about the EP? What is it about?
Yeah.
Any tracks, things like that.
Absolutely. So it's for the most part, well, it's self-recorded and self-engineered, which means I mixed and mastered everything on the EP. So I recorded myself and I mixed it and I mastered it.
I'm multitasking king.
Hey, I mean, it's not multitasking in a way of like I'm doing everything right then and there at the same time, but yeah, just I've been just taking the lead on every segment of it, like being able to like finalize it. It's called Mazza, and it's basically like a capsule encapsulating the past 12 to 18 months of my life, because it's just been a crazy up and down, you know, like emotionally, relationships, situationships, you know, the financial worry, some other burdens that I, you know, carry with me, or issues that I've been facing periodically, that could be also mentally or physically. I actually written it over a year ago. Like I started writing it in 2023 and I finalized it in 2024, which I also wanted, the same year I wanted to release it, but I actually was, how can I say it? I was withdrawn from steroid creams, which put my whole body into like a inflammation that was lasting over several months. And I was at some point bedbound, like housebound. I just couldn't focus on dropping the EP. So that was a year ago. But now I'm dropping the EP. It has 11 tracks, very rappy, but also the most vulnerable music that I've written to date. I felt like I was talking for ages.
No. I mean, you're talking about a body
so
of
much
work that you've been working on for more than a year, so it's fine. Of course, makes sense. Well, I'm happy that you're feeling better. And
Thank
that, you know, you must have been very tough. I think we take being healthy for granted until something stops that, you know?
Absolutely, we do, you know, because when I was out there, my face being unrecognizable, you know, like honestly, if you scroll down, if anyone scrolls down my Instagram feed, you will know what I'm talking about. But I was just in pain for months and months. At the peak of my pain, of my situation, you know, I was in pain for months and months. Couldn't sleep at night. I had insomnia. I was a shell of myself, you know. Like I was living with housemates. Whenever they see me, like in the kitchen or coming downstairs, they ask me how I be, and I would just be like, yeah, all right. Like very like a lifeless being, you know.
Yeah.
And man, I was so I don't know, man. Like I was like a fracture of the person that I am today, you know. Like I was like maybe 1% or 2%. Like I was just existing and trying to like get over like this tough time. But I agree with what you're saying, because while I was out there, I see like people, you know, going to the cinemas or having an ice cream, like having a stroll in the park, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
Right then and there, you know. Or even like I hear music. Usually I get super excited about new music that I'm interested in. I'm like, oh, this is a great song. I wish I could make music right now. And I couldn't. Like for like 7 or 8 months, 9 months, I couldn't even put a headphone over my head. That's how inflamed and how like messed up I was, you know. but we made it out here.
And I'm really happy you did.
Yeah, man. And I'm also very happy because honestly, the people that just been having my back, like my housemates, my girlfriend, my sister, hey, if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I'll be today, honestly. Like,
shout out to you, people.
For real, man.
Shout out to you.
I have the most love, and I'm just so grateful for these people because I've been speaking to other people on like forums, you know, who are going through this. Because honestly, it's called TSW, right? Which means topical steroid withdrawal. And on Facebook, for example, there are dozens of groups where full with people like 50K here, 60K there, 80K people there. And every day you have like new posts, people like just updating about their conditions or asking questions or asking for help or just asking for somebody to talk to. You know, every day you have like 10 to 20 posts, like new posts, you know. So in that community, sometimes I'm looking at people and I'm like, damn, imagine I was as bad as them, because everyone has their own experience, you know. Some people are worse than others. And sometimes I'm just looking at these pictures, I'm like, actually I can be grateful that I'm not at that stage, you know, because that's even way worse than how I'm feeling. So I'm thinking, how must they feel?
Yeah.
And at the same time, you never know what their situation is. Do they even have people that might be able to take care of them or support them, whatever it is, financially, if it's their job, understanding, you know what, okay, we see you're going through this, you know, horrifying period of your life, like stay at home, we'll still help you pay your rent or pay your bills or whatnot. Or even like, do they have family that can help them like do grocery shopping or whatnot, you know? So in my particular position, I'm very grateful that I had these people around me at the time that I didn't even know what to expect. But once you're there, man, I can only thank God.
It's good that you still have the capacity to kind of like find a space to have empathy for others and still being like grateful for the things that you have around you. So that also speaks a lot about your personality. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad that you were able to put this body of work out, and I'm super excited to listen to it. Hopefully with you Thursday.
For real. Honestly, we just went 180 a couple of times. Just like in terms of like this stuff that we've been just discussing, man. But yeah, thank you for the well wishes, as I said earlier, and thank you for having me here today as well.
Thanks for being here. In the podcast, we have a segment called Bedtime Thoughts. And that's kind of like how I like to start the pod. And it's essentially a time where we go over things that keep us awake at night. So, do you want to go first?
I mean, you don't want to go first.
I can go first if you need more time to think.
Not to be fair, you already obviously gave me a bit of a, you know, launch pad in terms of like preparing myself. To be fair, in the recent days, or rather months or whatnot, I can't really think of any major bedtime thoughts or whatnot. Even though it's crazy, like, don't you think, or wouldn't you agree that the best ideas most of the time come like either right before when you go to bed or when you're in the shower? Like, that's a thought in itself. Not necessarily the answer to your question, but just something I wanted to lay out there, really, because I was just thinking about it like a couple of days ago, because when I was, I don't know, it was 2 or 3 days ago, I was laying in bed just trying to make myself some bedtime thoughts, you know, just like, actually in terms of like just thinking about, like actively thinking about stuff that I would eventually think about before going to bed. Okay. I don't know, man. Obviously this is a bit of a I'm gonna get to it, by the way.
Okay.
So I did actually just keep my mind running. I was like, all right, cool. Well, what's a random thought? And obviously I'm in bed. And one random thought that actually came to my head after just trying to think about random stuff is that we perceive time sometimes. What?
Don't hit this because of the mic.
This thing here.
Just you were hitting the chair.
Oh.
Stop.
Okay.
Carry on.
Sorry, usually
It's okay. Same. That's why I'm trying to keep my hands here. But anyways, continue.
Yeah. Time in its own goes so quick when you're busy or you're having fun. But then when you're bored, it just feels dragging.
That's true.
That's one of the bad time thoughts I had based on you prepare me for it, really.
I see. Also, side note, your personality is very German.
Do you think so?
I think so, a little bit.
How so, though?
I think it's just the way you explain things, the way you go over things, even you breaking down your thought process based on like what I asked you to bring. I feel like that's so German.
Really?
That's so funny. But anyways.
That is crazy. I can see it though. You just telling me right then. Oh, wow.
So 2 comments. So number 1, ideas. Where did they... I think for me, shower is definitely one of them. Maybe before you go to sleep. For me, not so much, actually. But yeah, shower 100% for sure. I feel like, I have this thing about ideas where I think that we don't owe ideas. I feel like ideas are presented to people and we are really just vessels that receive them.
Yeah.
And then if you don't act on the idea within a specific amount of time, that idea will just move on to someone else that can actually execute it.
Yeah, because it's everyone's game.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you don't grab it, someone else will.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
So yeah, that's what I think about ideas. And then would you say time? I feel like time, when you're busy and when you're having a good time and you're enjoying it, it just goes by way too quick. Yeah, for sure. I feel like this year is just flying by, basically. I can't believe that we're basically in September.
You just said flowing, and I think also that describes it really well, because when time is going by, for example, you're busy, you're working, or you're creating or whatnot, I feel like you enter this state of flow where it's just like tunnel vision and time doesn't
exist.
It doesn't exist, you know? Same as in like, you go to sleep, or you're trying to go to sleep, and all of a sudden you teleport to the next day. Like once the switch is flipped, the next day is just there, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get
it does,
that.
right?
Yeah. I feel like, okay, I'm trying to think about things I do that I really enjoy, that I could do them for hours and not even realize that time went by. I feel like mine is singing.
Really?
Yeah, I could just...
Yeah.
Just anything related to music, really.
Cool.
Or when I'm writing, I love writing for other people as well.
Oh, that's what you do as well?
I wish I could do more of it, if I'm being honest.
Cool. That's really cool.
I don't do enough.
Dope. Are you doing it as in like, do you work with producers or do you work with artists?
So right now I'm really just doing it with friends, with artists, I suppose. Yeah. It's really just because I know them and they know that I like doing it. So one of my favorite things to do is when people, I love when people have like a track or a beat and they have a specific time and they need to write something for it quick. I love that pressure. Yeah. Like it's just so fun to be in the studio, like getting the feedback from other people and try to make something out of nothing, really. Yeah. I love that.
I like to do that in the studio, even if I'm by myself. Just, if I have a beat there, I'm like, okay, it's 2 p.m. now. By 2:30, I'll have at least a verse and a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm alone, it's different. I think... I don't know, when I'm creating things for myself, I'm very self-critical. And I've started to realize that people that call themselves perfectionists, they're really just procrastinators, you know? So yeah, I tend to hyper-focus on really small things. But if I'm doing this with someone else, then my focus starts being delivering rather than just having something perfect. And for some reason, it changes a lot. We have another segment, by the way, called... my bedtime thought. I forgot. Right. What was my bedtime thought? A little bit. Okay. So I was thinking about this after doing like some research about you. Because obviously you used to break dancing. Do you still dance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't been back to dancing now just making my recovery.
Yeah.
But yeah, since I was a kid.
Okay.
That's my first love, really.
Are you on TikTok?
I mean, I am, but I'm not dancing on TikTok.
Why not? You could be
'Cause,
breakdancing on TikTok.
I mean, I could, yeah, but
Are you not a fan?
I don't mind it. And I have friends, dancers, hip hop dancers, break dancers, popping dancers, whatever they are, that are doing that, you know. To me, most of my time that I spend is in music.
Yeah, okay.
So
I
I'm
see.
promoting my music out there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this and I was like, because I spend a lot of time on TikTok. Working with social media was the first freelance thing I've done, actually. And just helping people grow their account. So I have like just TikTok videos, memes, transitions just stored in the section of my brain.
Database.
Yeah. So I was like, I feel like breakdancers, they were the first dancers to create transitions for TikTok. But like instead of being transitions in a video like format, it's like transitions with like your body. Like, does that make sense? Is that weird?
Are you talking from a video standpoint?
From a visual perspective. Yeah, and I was just thinking
Transitions as in like doing the transitions with their bodies.
yeah, but like, you know how maybe this doesn't resonate because you're not editing like that, but when you're like editing videos, you have like just transitions that you can add to kind of make the flow just make things more interesting, I suppose. Or flow better, depends on what your goal is. And I feel like breakdancers, they do that, but like with their bodies. And the difference between that and other dance formats is just the snappiness of it. It's just not, I don't know, I feel like it's not as snappy, it's not as quick, it's not as meticulous even.
Yeah. When you say breakdancers, by the way, what sort of dancing comes to your mind?
I think about b-boys.
I just wanted to clarify that because some people say breakdancers and they think hip-hop dancers are breakdancers, you know?
No, I'm thinking about b-boys.
B-boy.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But that thing that you just, thrown in the room.
Okay. You have no
I can't
comment.
relate with it.
Okay.
As in like it does I don't know, like I just don't know, but that's interesting to know. But I definitely see a difference of like people who just dance for the sake of like, hip hop TikTok trends or whatnot, or they just like to move their body in a not professional way. Or, well, if you had to compare it in a less professional way, right? And their videos are much more entertaining than maybe some professional hip hop dancers or break dancers who are just in front of the camera, showing off their talent.
Yeah. I think it depends because like different people will care about different things, right?
Yeah.
If you're a dancer, so you probably care about technique more than just visual impact.
Well, to be fair, I care more about musicality, and like how free that person is really, because I feel like you're really dancing when you're free. Like once you, like if you can tell that person is in the moment, like just him and the music, he's free. That's like what I appreciate in dance, rather than techniques. I still like the technical aspects of it because breaking, for example, is a very athletic dance. It's the athletic dance. That's why I was in the Olympics as well. What?
That girl.
That. Honestly, I hear how the masses reacted to the way they reacted, but I have loads of respect for her. Like I got bare respect for her because at the end of the day, she's out there creating, even though it might look silly to some people, and even though it's not my favorite style of break dancing or breaking, b-boying, whatever you want to call it, b-girling, I can still appreciate somebody who goes to their training spot and tries to create their own style or their own vocabulary in terms of like movements or whatnot, and then goes out there to represent that. I think just the word wasn't ready for her.
That's a very interesting approach.
That's my, because even like with other b-boys or b-girls that I'm talking to, like breakdancers, I remember having like discussions of like, oh, how could she represent, like people be like, how could she represent our dance format in that way? out there in the world on this, world stage, and I'm just like, hold on a minute. At least she's out there doing her thing. Like she's trying to represent herself at the end of the day. And a lot of people don't even know that about her, but she has a PhD in breakdancing, as in like she wrote about breakdancing, like she's a professor or something like this. I don't know too much, right? But I could see somebody who is culturally inclined with breaking as a sport and as a dance,
Yeah.
who just had to happen. She had a not so benefiting moment just in the world, because she was made a meme. She was,
She
became a meme.
Made a meme. That's true. She was turning into a meme. That's really. I like that approach. Honestly, I'm sorry to you. I joked a lot about this.
It's all good, and a lot of people do, and it's each their own,
And I stand on it. Sorry, but yeah,
it's calm, no hard feelings, and I can also. I don't know her. I never shook in her hand, but I can imagine that she also she takes it for what it is, At the end of the day, I think she made her peace with what happened, because she's still
you have to. I mean, anyways.
Yeah. If anything, it put a bunch of money probably in her pockets.
That is also very true. Yeah.
She's now like, she has like probably 100 or 200K followers, so she probably has created a community of women around her, because there are people that be like pointing their fingers on her and laughing and whatnot, but there'll be also people that be like, don't be laughing at this girl, who's just out there trying to have a good time, trying to dance, like.
I just want to say, we don't support bullying in this podcast. We laugh, but we move on. That's it. We have another segment.
That's crazy, because the other day I was watching a meme.
Yeah.
I was watching a meme, and the first comment I saw was like, somebody was just writing, "Yo, someone bring bullying back." Like, what? I cracked the I was busting, man. That shit was so funny seeing this. I'm also against bullying, man.
Yeah, I am against bullying. We laugh at things.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Anything can be a joke, to be honest.
True say.
Right, we have another segment, and I am really curious to see how this is going to go because of how literal you take things. So I'm very interested in seeing how this is going to go. The segment is called Pillow Talk. And essentially, we go through like rapid fire questions where I'm just going to ask you things. You can't think too much. You just need to give me an answer.
Light work.
Yeah? Light work? Let's see. Okay. So, first question.
To be fair though, I'm not trying to get cancer though, so it might not be as much of a light work. So
none of the questions I'm asking you are cancel worthy. Also, I've said a lot of crazy things here. I've talked a lot of shit about Germany.
You have?
No.
Oh,
you weren't here.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. God. That's fine though. I don't even take it in no type of way,
Thank you. I've said other things.
Because I could talk bad shit about Germany as well, in terms of like. Anyway, you.
Okay. Right. So this should be fine. So, number one question: would you rather rap battle your mom, or write a love song about your ex?
Well, I already done the second, so I would do a rap with my mom.
What's the song called? Is it out?
It is.
What's it called?
It's called Every Day is Monday.
Okay.
It's on Spotify.
Go listen to it if you want to know exactly what happened there.
Yes.
Okay, that was your mom.
I mean, it would be friendly competition. She don't know how to rap, so she would just do the gestures and whatnot.
Right.
While nothing might be coming out of her mouth,
But it's the attitude.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
One of the things that I really hate in this life, I don't have the delivery to rap, but I do have
bars.
It depends. I know how to insult people. I just don't always know how to make a rhyme in the moment.
Okay. That's very close to bullying, by the way. If you think about it.
What if people deserve it though? I wouldn't start anything, but I'll finish it.
Fair.
Okay.
Well, I guess you excused yourself.
Okay, cool. Right, so next, you're hosting a house party. Name one person that you would never let in.
Oh, I would never let in person.
Yeah, it has to be a human.
Like a famous celebrity, for example. Oh,
Let's do two. A celebrity you would never let in, and a person you know that you would never let in.
okay. I would never let in. No, that's the person that you don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's the person I know. and,
thought that
and anyone who. Honestly, I wish him well, but turns into a different person when he drinks alcohol.
Okay, let's leave. Okay, next, and the
Shout,
no. If shout out to him.
no shout out to.
Okay, and the famous person.
That I wouldn't bring to the party.
Yeah, you wouldn't let them in.
Probably. Oh, that's a crazy question. I was gonna say the first thing that came to mind was Donald Trump, man. That's just.
I like that answer. That's fine.
Yeah.
I accept.
I wanted to make it more party related.
No, that's
So I was thinking like Project X, Seth Rogen, or freaking McLovin.
all of those I support.
That's why I didn't mention him as well, cause I wouldn't mind him McLovin at the party. For real.
Okay.
If he comes, imagine him pulling up with the ID and what.
We're moving on with Donald Trump. Although I don't like the fact that we're gonna name drop that man in my podcast, but it's fine. It's okay. Okay, cool. Next. This question is crazy. But anyways, if your bars had a flavor, what would they taste like?
Like Perry chocolate.
Okay. Cool.
Like
Next.
spicy and sweet at the same time.
Okay. If aliens arrived tomorrow and the fate of humankind rested in your hands, what would you tell them positive about humans to save us all?
We're done.
Oh.
You can pack it in. We're done.
We're dead. We're gone.
Yeah.
You're just gonna let them kill all of us?
Nah, of course not. I can't. What great thing I would say.
You have to sell humans as like the best thing that has ever happened to Earth. How would you do that?
We done a lot of fucked up shit, man. And you as Angolan, you know.
What does that mean? What do I know?
I mean, right now I'm just talking like.
I talk about colonization.
Yeah.
I see.
You know.
I see what you mean.
For example, that's what we did to one another. So that is crazy, you know. Well, I do appreciate a good Ben and Jerry's, honestly, or even Cinnabon. That's my. You should have expected a dumb answer, you know.
Still pause. Wait.
Imagine.
I'll
just be like, come through, my Italian friends. Let me take you around a trip down to Deansgate. There's a Cinnabon right there. And I let them try that.
And you think that would save humanity?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Why not? You ever had a Cinnabon?
We're dead. We're gone.
I told you in the first
Fun
place.
fact, I don't like cinnamon, you know.
You don't like cinnamon?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I don't like cinnamon.
You know, I love cinnamon, like the smell of it and whatnot. As a child, I was super disappointed that it never tasted as it smelled. Or like...
It's like men. Oh, sorry.
That's deep.
Anyways.
They never taste like they smell, what you said?
It's like, I like to compare men to strawberries. Because like, strawberries are beautiful. And they also smell really nice. But then, when you actually, you know, dig into it, the experience is not as... it's not as positive as what the visual is. That's my view on it.
Maybe you just need to up your quality of men.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? Next question. I don't know if this is gonna resonate, but rate who has the best jollof. Ghana, Senegal, or Nigeria? This is the one that might get you cancelled, actually.
Ghana.
That's fair. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I just said that's fair.
I'm very happy for you to ask the next question.
Oh, okay. All right. Next question. Adidas, Timberland, or New Balance? You can only wear one of these for the rest of your life.
Lord. Oh, right. Is that you? Really?
Just pick one.
Man. That is crazy. Cause I'm actually my not the next brand endorsement that I'm dropping like video on my socials, but the one after is one of those brands.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the brand that I'm about to mention, so.
Oh, should you not answer? Answer and I'll just bleep it. I'll bleep it, I promise.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm a b-boy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I will bleep this anyways. No one will know.
Respect.
I know, obviously.
Respect.
Okay. Can I?
That was a fun question, man.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. I want to know what the next brand you're working with. But I guess you're gonna make that public when the time comes, right?
Well, the next one, I'm dropping a collab post with them today. It's
oh, nice. So you can talk about.
No. So the next, yeah. I can talk about it. I can talk about all of them actually. So the next 3, brand collaborations that you might see on my Instagram will be an audio. It's like audio equipment, you know, for microphones and for guitarists. It's basically why they help you make microphones wireless. You know, like they sell adapters and whatnot. It's a brand called X5, and it's probably already out by the time this comes out.
Okay.
That's a drop that is happening today at 5 p.m. And then after that is a.
I saw that on your. I asked ChatGPT to find things, and we're already there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, to be very honest with you, man, I'm posting these a bit late now, just because. I got an EP that's dropping now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
So I'm just like, I was hoarding. But now I need to drop them because I'm actually approaching the next brand.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Look at you. Congratulations.
Trying, but thank you.
Yeah. I think this is it with the questions, honestly. I wasn't expecting you to answer any of them fast, so that was I'm surprised. Are you a fashion person? Sorry.
I appreciate fashion for sure. But what I more so appreciate is comfort, really. You know? So I would rather be comfortable than swagged out.
Yeah.
You know? But if I can be comfortable and swagged out.
Do you have a favorite brand? A brand that you would really like to work with because you like their shit already?
Yeah, I mean, right now it's Louis Vuitton, really. But it changes, really. It changes over the years, you know. Same with like music. Like you might have a favorite song.
Yeah.
This season, this summer.
Yeah.
But maybe last winter was a different one because of the season, or last summer even was a different one as well. So it changes. But yeah, Louis Vuitton. For the longest it was like Adidas before I was able to even work with Adidas, you know. But yeah, I would say Louis Vuitton.
Nice. I'm manifesting that for you as well.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it'll happen for sure. In terms of music,
yes,
do you have a favorite artist, or like maybe a top? I don't have a favorite artist, but I have a do I have a favorite artist? I definitely have a top, and then I have a top of favorite songs.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite artist? That's the question.
I am my favorite artist.
Okay, period.
Like right now, the way I feel anyway about just life right now, I'm championing myself way more than I did like the previous years, for example, you know, just because I'm embracing being outside, you know, and I'm also approaching more people, you know, like before I was like in my own bubble, like up until like before my topic stay withdrawal, I was just like minding my own business, you know, network whenever I had the network, or if I see a genuine connection or whatnot, that's blessed. That was like once in a blue moon type of moments or whatnot. But nowadays, since I'm just happy to be alive, I'm just like, yo, what's going on? My name is Maxi. Like I approach people, you know. When we went to this networking event, I approached almost everyone except you, maybe. Which is crazy though. But I'm very happy.
To everyone in that building.
Not everyone,
except
obviously.
For me.
No. Because what I remember of that night is that we haven't spoken. Like we didn't talk, you know. But then you slid into my DMs saying,
okay, whoa.
No, you don't even have to go. It doesn't even have to be like that, you know. You slid into my DMs telling me that you had some BTS of the footage that Studio 88 was filming in that elevator. And I was like, hey, cool, respect. And then obviously we chopped it up. Yeah. Then I checked out your page. I was like, okay, this is a really cool content, you know, with the podcast and whatnot. And that's like, back then I would probably say, oh yeah, thank you for the footage. And then even though I might check out your page, I might like the content, but I might not say anything, you know, just mind my business.
Yeah.
Whereas I instantly liked what I saw, and I was like, yo, this is really cool content, by the way, you know. So I'm more like, I approach more people. I would say I'm more social, you know. And I'm more genuine about it as well, as in like, yo, I ask a lot of people what their stories are, you know. And at the same time, earlier in the segment here, when you were talking about London, your experience, and obviously how you are different to back then, I was straight curious and wanted to know, knowing what you know now, what would you have done differently, you know? And that's like I feel like I'm in my, I don't know what kind of, how you call that state, but I'm just more curious about other people.
Yeah, I get that. Honestly, that resonates a lot with me, because I've always been, I don't know, I just being in social spaces, I don't like it. Which is so funny considering that I have a podcast.
Facts.
But like going to that networking event, that's something that, like, past me, I would have never done that. I would have never messaged you. I would have never offered to help, like Darius would get backstage videos. I would have never done that. So yeah, it's also part of growth, right? I think you have to understand that if you want change, you have to change too.
Facts.
So yeah, look at us.
That's a really wise saying, man.
I'm a wise bitch.
Hey, man.
We are getting close to the end, though. I feel like I didn't really ask you much about your performance, though. I'm super curious about it. So you perform in so many places. Do you have a favorite performance moment?
My favorite performance moment. I mean, that Russia performance was really cool.
By the way, I saw the video of them introducing you in Russian, and I was like, this is crazy. And then you just go like, yo. Yeah. So funny.
Yeah. And it was just one song. Like, I was in and out. I was like, hey, yo, everybody let me in, say, oh. And people just...
But they were singing back.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
And nobody... Like, I'm a no-name at this stage still, you know? Like, I am even today, you know? Like, I don't have a song that blown up also where people just know the words. But it's just... I think it's the energy and also the way I have songs out there where people ask me, where can I find this song on streaming? And I'm like, I never recorded this song. I just use it on the stages, you know? Like, it's just a call and response type of, let's break the ice. Hi, my name is Maxi. I'm in the house. If you are, say, oh. Or, like, put in the form of a song, you know? I call them my little anthems because people may not know them, but I'll be able for them to, you know, respond back to me in that moment. But yeah, I would say that's one of a really great experience, because that whole experience being in Russia for like, I don't know, I was there for like 10 days. And I was doing a couple of cities as well, you know. That was great, because I was so scared of Russia. I thought I'll be getting into mad, like, racist country, but people were really nice. Yeah. And I would say my most nowadays, my favorite performance was back home in Berlin for Fête de la Musique. Yeah, I performed in front of
There's one in Berlin as well.
Yeah.
I thought there was only in France.
No, it happens in Paris and it happens in Berlin as well.
I didn't know.
Yeah, for like 30 years in Berlin already.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was actually the 30th anniversary as well this year.
Nice.
So I did like 3 shows in a day. I went from one place to another, and then the last show I had was in Moabit, which is in Berlin.
Yeah.
And I was performing in front of a cathedral, but the stage wasn't actually that great. That big, you know. It was maybe like the size of the space over here, you know, and just elevated. But it was like right by the subway station, and it felt like there were like 400 or 500 people right in front of me, and they were singing every song back that I teach them eventually the hooks, or I just make them engage. And I was out there with my boy Fresh, who just was his first time leaving the UK in 20 years. He was DJing for me. He's also an artist, so we performed on some of the songs. And then some of my other people from Berlin also pulled through, other musicians who were brought onto stage, you know. Shout out to the Jungle people.
Shout out to Jungle.
And we just, honestly, we tore that whole stage apart, because people were just so loud and they just wanted it, you know.
Yeah.
And there was a crazy moment as well where the generator went off during my set. So just the whole sound and the lights were off, and people were just chanting like, one more song, or like keep going, you know. And I'm just there like full of energy and full of adrenaline, and I was like, yo, I can't wait for this. Hopefully they sort the energy out, you know, the electricity, because I have so much more to share, you know.
Did they fix it?
They did fix it, you know. But while they were fixing it, I just started dancing.
Yeah.
Like on the stage, I just started dancing, you know, just to, I don't know, I had this energy, and I was like, damn, this is such a great moment. And then afterwards, at like midnight or so, when we had like some drinks and we went to like another place, and it was just us, the people who were performing, it was just like, damn, we really did that today, you know. And it was just a very cozy, self-reflecting moment. So yeah, that was my favorite show, probably like in the past 2-3 years now.
That sounds so cool. You know, it's making me realize I have to fix the bad vibes I get when I go to Germany. I feel like it's my fault, maybe to some little extent it's my fault, because I feel like whenever I go there, I don't go with the right mindset. I just go there thinking that something's gonna go wrong, and then obviously something's gonna go wrong because I go with that energy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
I mean, you are what you know what they say, you are what you eat.
I eat bad energy, is that what you're saying? And
I'm not saying that you eat bad energies, you know, but anything you do with a positive mindset,
that is true,
is going to end up being positive. Essentially, it might not be, but yeah, man.
Who would have thought that that's how we're going to end this episode, with something positive about Germany after all the episodes where I said something really bad about.
Man.
Sorry.
We can finish it actually on this, man. What's the one German sentence, you know?
Dankeschön.
That's a word.
That's all I know.
Really?
Guten Tag.
How many times have you been to Stuttgart again?
Alle good.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah, I'm sorry, because like usually when I go, it's just for work, and I'm just surrounded by people that just speak English, so there's never a need to say anything in German. Yeah.
If you ever want to ask for the check, you say Rechnung bitte.
There's an easier way of asking for it, isn't it? I've heard people say something else.
Quittung. That's like literally means receipt. Like if you ask like, hey, Quittung bitte.
Teach me how to curse in German.
What, on the podcast?
Yeah, it's okay.
Really?
Yeah. What's your favorite? Oh, okay, go on.
What's my favorite? The thing is, we swear so much in Germany. I don't think I have a favorite, like, oh, it's my favorite thing to swear, you know? But, I mean, we say, Spast,
What does that mean?
like victim. But we also say,
What?
like victim. Like we say, yeah, you can call somebody a spasti or spast, which means like, as if I was to call you, oh, you're a victim, you know, like a
Even that.
you can't really
German- That is so funny.
Really?
That's well, maybe funny is not the word that I should be using here.
But we also say Opfer actually, which means victim, you know. The word Opfer in the dictionary means victim. So we also use that to insult people sometimes.
Okay. You are so German. This is the biggest like surprise for me. This
Crazy.
is so interesting. Just even the word choice. Do you ever think about how like culture and language really have such a big impact on who people become? Do you ever think about that?
Oh yeah.
It's just so interesting how people operate.
And I felt, obviously you saying that I'm so German, that is crazy to me because I feel like I am the least German out of anyone that I know that is German, you know?
Right.
Because they also, what people know about Germans in particular is like that a lot of them are very stuck up, you know? Or they're not open to like being spontaneous, for example, or believe in, like there's a lot of people, millions in Germany that believe in themselves, but society, I think in general, here in the West, Portugal, Germany, even the UK, tends to program us to not believe in ourselves, you know, and to see the negative first rather than
The positives, yeah.
leaving your doorstep with a positive mindset. And that's what I've noticed, and that's what I experienced in Germany plenty of times.
I feel like when I say that you're so German, I mean more in the like approach to questions, for example, and communication style. So I'm thinking more about taking things very literal.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Because also I don't know you, right? This is
Facts.
like our first interaction. So I'm just basing it on that. Before we
Fair.
go, I like to end asking people to share something that they want to achieve before the end of the year. And then when it gets to that time, I'm going to have you back on the podcast and you're going to tell us of how you achieve that goal. It doesn't have to be just career. It could be personal as well. Just think about something that you've been telling yourself that you really want to do and you haven't done yet.
I actually have one, to be fair.
I'm going to hold you accountable. So once you say that on camera, I'm going to have you here again and you're going to have to tell me that you've done it. So.
Oh, wow. You are?
Yeah.
Well, inshallah. Let's see. Yeah, I really want to focus on building my community outside of social media. As in like, you know, because Instagram, for example, I have a community on Instagram. But I want to be able to build one and be interactive with them outside of social media. It's outside of Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
Because obviously the Instagram accounts, literally, we don't own them really, you know? So if that Instagram account is gone tomorrow, then all that contact, most of these relationships are just gone, you know? So I'm looking to build my own community outside of social media, which I already started like this year. So we're collecting emails and actually, you know, writing them and letting as well people get more into my world, you know, which, yeah, I want to build a community outside of social media. That's what I want to do. You
know, because really quick, because we are running out of time. When last time I was in New York, one thing that really, it was super interesting to me is that loads of people that I met just walked around with their business cards. They just have business cards with them at all times. All times. I met someone in like the breakfast area of the hotel I was staying in. And I just started talking to this woman and she just handed me a business card immediately. She was like, we were talking and then she liked me, I guess. And then she gave me the business card. And I was like, do you people just walk around with this?
Yeah.
Should I get some too? Like, it was so interesting. But anyways,
Get a business card, girl.
I have them for like the main job, not for this, but maybe I should.
You should.
Should do it. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Hey.
I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoy this and I haven't scared you away.
Yeah, it was fun, honestly, you know.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much for the questions that were very... I'm in my German headset now again. In my German mindset.
Yeah.
But no, they were really fun, you know. So I really had a great time. Shout out to you.
Yay.
Shout out to Naomi as well.
Shout out to you, Naomi. You were not here, but you were missed. We missed you, girl. Anything that you want to plug before we go?
Yeah, Mazza probably out on all streaming platforms right now. Find me at Maxi Zee, MXIZEE, Mazza. Let's go. Bump that ish.
All of the socials will be under the video anyway, so make sure to check Max out. Yay!